Right, people? So the course, what we'll be learning is about business intelligence using Tableau. Okay. First of all, let's try to understand about this business intelligence and then we'll move on to the technology or the skills because most of the people I've seen, what they do is they'll directly jump to Excel, Power BI, Tableau and start learning formulas, tax functions. Never do that. First of all, you should know the purpose of what you're actually learning. Okay, we learn in Tableau, correct? But why are we learning? First, we'll make a list of things, list of tasks, why we're actually learning this particular software, and then we'll start learning about the software. Example, suppose if you want to drive a car or say something, you're going to some place. First of all, you should know, you should plan everything, right? Then only you have to think about which vehicle you're actually planning. So let me first start with why this business intelligence is used and why this Tableau we have to learn. Okay, people, first of all, let's understand about business intelligence. Everyone knows that nowadays, whatever domain you take, whichever domain you take, we need the data, right? We're storing the data somewhere, and the data is maintained by someone, but that's a complete different process. I don't want to go into that process and waste your time. Not waste your time, but let's not spend because already these topics have been done for most of you. People have taken data analytics. Now, business intelligence is nothing but I have a data source, which is nothing but a raw data. I'm trying to clean that data and I'm processing it. I'm converting that into a presentable report. In a simple, shortest way, say raw data converted into presentable reports. That's all. This is business intelligence. Now, if you want to just elaborate it, raw data will be available in something called as data source. Now, when I say data source, what is a data source? Data source is nothing but where I store the data. Where can I store the data? There are various different methods where we can store the data. So first, I always prefer Excel. Every time, wherever I go, whether it's a seminar, webinar, workshops, or class, everywhere I go, I always tell people, you learn any other technologies, master it fine, but I'll always tell, please master Excel. This is one tool which will help you in getting into the industry and learn more other tools in a more advanced way. Why? Because in Excel, we have so many things. You name anything. Say, I want to learn Power BI. If you know Excel, Power BI is easy. I want to learn Tableau. If you learn Excel, Tableau is easy. If you want to learn Python, yes. For Python also, there are a lot of fundamentals what you can have in Excel. You can learn Python also. VBA, macros, everything Excel. But now some people say that, sir, I'm directly learning Tableau. Can I learn the Tableau because you told that Excel is very important. People who are taking directly Power BI, they might ask him come, they might come and ask, sir, I'm directly learning Power BI. I don't know Excel. Can I learn this? See, anything you can learn. What I'm telling is, if you learn Excel, it will be more easier. You can relate to it. But directly I'm learning this Tableau and Power BI. Can I learn? Yes, we can learn. After that, Excel will become easy because most of the concepts will be there in Power BI and Tableau. You can learn Excel as well. So no worries. It's not that compulsory you have to finish your Excel and then come to Power BI and Tableau. Even if you are directly learning Tableau and Power BI also, it is fine. You can still learn Excel later. But what I'm telling is master Excel compulsorily if you are thinking about you're in data analytics. Okay, fine, all of you, done. The next is text, txt file, CSV. These two are again a very important one. Text file means it is nothing but the notepad what I have here. In that format, I'll be saving the data. Why should I save the data in text file? Because the file size is less. If I have a huge data, if I save in Excel or any other technologies, you know what happens? You'll have the file size, a very big file size. But text file and CSV file will have, it will occupy very less space. So what we'll do is we'll be taking the CSV or text file. And there is no limits for number of records or say rows. But in Excel, we have limits. Otherwise, we'll have to go for SQL server, MySQL, again, SQL Server and all, for implementing that itself, it will take, the cost will be very high. All right. So CSV and text file is another type of data sources. Then after that, we have MS Access. Then we have SQL Server. Then we also have MySQL, Oracle. The list goes on. Web page, PDF. You can name so many. There are so many, say hundreds of data sources there. You can actually use any of the data source. So this data source, I cannot always say that will be cleaned. Now the meaning of raw data means it is like a raw material. Raw data is nothing but which is uncleaned, unstructured. But suppose if you want to create a proper report, a presentable report, the data should be organized in such a way that it is easy for me to create the reports. I need to organize. When I say organize and manage, you have data cleaning, right? Data cleansing. The quality of the data should be high. Okay. So here I have the data source. I have the data. Say it can be as a raw data or it can be a clean data. I cannot always tell that the data will be clean. It can be a raw data or a clean data. Next is I want to create reports. Create reports. The what are reports? Reports are nothing but the numbers, whatever we have, the data, whatever we have, we are trying to display or show to the people in a proper understanding way. So very simple. Now all of us watch cricket. Just imagine that 10 years back, the kind of scores what they were showing is all numbers, right? But now if you see, especially IPL matches, if you see, it'll be like very much interesting. The charts will come suddenly. There is a ground where you have all the numbers in the ground itself. Yes or no? So that is actually, making people to understand more and more interesting. It is easy to understand and also interesting to understand. Say, whenever you see that the score of team 1 and team 2, there'll be a line chart, correct? So we know that how the score is going on. Within fraction of seconds, we can understand. Then again, somewhere you'll have that red color dot. That means wicket. And if you want to see the scores over by over, the 20 overs is there. You can see that bar graph, that is column chart. Right? So the way what we show the reports is actually called as the reports. Right? Presentable reports means it is more formatted way. The colors, the fonts, the kind of dashboards what we create, the navigations, so all these are actually called as the reports. So you should be very much aware of it. So to create the reports, we have various different applications, right? What are those applications? I always prefer Excel. First thing for me to say anything, for me, first thing will come in mind is Excel. Why? Because Excel can be a database. Excel can be an analyzing tool. Excel can be a tool where we can create reports, dashboards, anything you say we can do here in Excel. But it has got some limits. That is the problem. You can do anything, you can do wonders. The problem is there are some limits. Database has got a limits. It can store up to 10 lakh records. Dashboards we can create, but the problem is for everything we'll have to either write a formula, write a code or something. I want to create some charts. I have to arrange the data. I want to analyze the data. Again, I have to go try filters, slicer, so many things. I have to create pivot table and all those things, right? We can do everything better than any other tool. But the problem is with the limitations. Now you might think if Excel is so strong, why can't Microsoft increase the limitations? If they do that, their other products will get affected. Understood? You just remember we had that 1100 mobile, right? You know what happened when that mobile got released? Everyone started taking that. Immediately they released one more, the N90 or something on the camera mobile they released. That was not at all getting sold. That was the high-end version. Everyone was taking 1100. You know why? The quality was so good. Even if you throw it from the 10th floor, nothing was happening. So that production, they completely stopped because of this, because that was costing what, some 1,000 or 1,500 rupees at that time. And this mobile was 8,000 to 9,000, let's say 10,000. And it's a big loss, right, for a company. So they stopped it. So luckily, Excel is not stopped. So we should be thankful for that. But I'll tell you people, it cannot be stopped also. That's why you learn Power BI, Tableau. I don't know till how many years it will be there. If it is there, it is good. But Excel, I have started Excel, working in Excel from 2003, almost 20 years, more than 20 years. Right? Still, it is existing. I heard many people saying that it will get vanished. It will not be there at all. But still, it is called the king of analytics. You know that? Go and search in Google. It is the king of analytics. If you learn Excel, you can survive very well. Keep this in mind. Okay, right. So we can create reports in Excel. Then we can create by using Power BI, then Tableau. Then we have so many are there. If you keep on typing MicroStrategy, then SAS also has got its own BI tool. Okay, there are hundreds of list. I don't want to go and keep on adding that. But since we are actually learning this Tableau, I'll just stop it here. Like this, we have so many tools. Now we have so many other tools also in the market. Online tools are there. You have this Google Studio, Looker. So many things are there. But let's not go into that. We have Tableau. And I mentioned here, create reports. For creating reports, we use this tab. People, here I mentioned data source, and I'm saying creating reports. And I also mentioned that the data should be in a proper, say, organized manner. In the middle, we also have some ETL tools, okay, where we have to organize or transform or something. If people remember, if you've taken this Power BI, so we have a concept, we have a feature called as Power Query Editor, Power Queries, right? Which helps me in cleaning the data. So that will come somewhere here, but here we're not learning any data cleaning part. We're trying to learn about the business intelligence where we create the reports, right? If you learn Power BI, we have a concept of Power Queries, which will help me in cleaning the data, transforming the data. But in Tableau, we don't have directly for cleaning the data. So we have to use Tableau prep. There is something called as Tableau prep, which will actually help you in cleaning the, like what we do this Power Queries, there is something called as Tableau prep. If anybody wants to learn, I have a complete video of that in my YouTube. Tableau prep, you can go through that. It is very simple concept, exactly like what we have this Power Queries. There we can actually have a flow. We can clean the data in a very simple way. I have given a complete video in my YouTube channel. I'll put that link in the Telegram group, so you can go through that and you can learn how to clean that. But our main concentration is on Tableau, learning from scratch. Okay, right. So now we'll come to this Tableau. Business intelligence using Tableau. Business intelligence, we understood that I have a raw data. I'll try to take the raw data. If at all the data is not clean, we are trying to clean that, and then we are trying to create the report. While creating the report also, it is not that I'll just create one chart, my reports are done. There are so many things what you'll have to take care. That will go step by step. That means now you're learning about Tableau. To master any application, I have a simple mantra. I'll always tell this. What is that? Explore, experiment, and then you'll be an expert. Keep this in mind. Explore. I'm trying to explore the application. What do you mean by explore? You don't practice. You just go and keep on searching. What is there? What is there? What is there? Right? You take a new mobile. You take a new laptop, a new TV, or new car, new bike, something. And we keep on exploring it. Yes or no? You don't sleep at all. First Android mobile when I took that was in 2011. Okay, Samsung Note was very costly at that time. Got released within 1 month. I actually purchased it because one of my friends was working in Samsung. So I took that mobile. I was the only person who had that mobile within my friend circle. I explored it the entire night. I didn't sleep because that was something very much new. But nowadays, if you take that kind of mobile, we'll have 2, 3 mobiles like that. No one is bothered, right? So I'm telling, exploring is very important. You should be hungry for the knowledge. People, I'll tell you, even today, if something comes, I'll try to do R&D on that because you should have that hunger of learning. The way you have the hunger for eating, right? So if you are hungry, you'll go and eat whatever you want, correct? Just like that, you'll not eat anything, right? Yes or no? You are hungry, you'll go, whatever is good for you, whatever tastes good, that only you'll eat. Similarly, knowledge also. You should have the hunger of learning, learn what is good, which will fetch you the good results. I think that's why you all are there here to learn this data analytics, right? Data analytics is one field which will give you very good salary. Okay, right. So we list the topics here. We'll try to explore. We're trying to explore whatever we are learning, whatever chapters are there, or whatever tasks we are learning. And after that, we have to experiment. You know the meaning of experiment? Experiment means we're trying to work, experience, practice. I know a topic, let's say I know how to filter. There is something called as filter. It will filter the data, it will filter the reports. But I don't know how to work on that. What we'll do later on when we come to the filter chapter, we'll try to practice that. Okay, I have the data, I need to filter the data. Okay. So we have to first explore and then start experimenting. Then you know what happens? Slowly you'll get used to it, and then obviously you'll become expert. Can you become an expert? Today I took the course, tomorrow can I become an expert? You cannot. Give me 4 hours, I'll make you expert. Give me 2 hours, I'll make you expert. I pay 9 rupees, you'll get a job of 30 lakhs. Nothing will happen like that. If you just sow a seed, it will at least take 1 year, to grow. If it was like that, just pay 9 rupees in 4 hours, just give me 4 hours, I'll make you, expert. Even I cannot make, I can only teach. People, let me tell you one thing. There is a lot of difference between teach and learn. Teaching I can do. Within 2 hours, I can teach you the entire Tableau. Learning, very frankly, even I don't know complete Tableau. Very frank. Even now I'm learning. I don't know complete Power BI. Every day something new is coming. Even I'm learning that. Learning and teaching is totally different. I can only teach you, but learning it is left to you. Okay. So my request is please learn. My duty is to teach. What is your duty? Is to learn. Yeah. Okay. Tableau. First thing is you have to install the software. Without software, how will you practice? Right? We have to install the software. So how to install? I'll tell you, there are various different ways where I can actually get this Tableau software. But people, it is very costly. You cannot get it. No, don't pay and take. I'll tell you, there are some easiest way to get the software. How to get that? So what we'll do, first we'll go here to Google and I'll say Tableau for students. Just type it. Here we'll get one website, Tableau for students. Just click on this. Click on Tableau for free. You can see here it asks for the details. You can just see directly. I don't know whether detail. Okay, I think you'll have to go here. All right, so just go here, Tableau for students. Just fill all the details. Let me just try. Okay. Just trying some time. But anyways, after that also it'll ask you a few things. Say first you install it. Suppose previously it was a different window. Let me just check if I have that window. I think I've changed a little. System tab. Let me just check. Okay. Fine. Anyways, you just try to, I'm a student. Okay, again taking there. But anyways, just try to install it. Okay. I'm not sure now they have changed the entire thing. Previously, it was taking me to some website. So for this, I'll tell you what you have to do. Say after downloading, I think if you install, you'll get some details to be filled. So what you do is keep an ID card of a student. Now, when I say ID card of a student, it may not be yours because I can see all of you are professionals, right? Then where will I get the ID card? Don't worry, whether your brother, sister, niece, nephew, anyone, or your friend's daughter, son, any one ID card, just try to take it. But that student should be still a student. Don't take one ID card of 2021, 22, 23 and then post it. It's not allowed. Take one ID card of still who are learning, okay, who are still a student and just apply it. Don't worry. Give the email ID. So whatever email ID you give, so you will get one code from 16-digit code will come. You'll have to just put it there. When it'll ask for the product ID, just copy that and paste it. It will give me 1 year free license. Okay, that is more than enough for us. Otherwise, also we get the software. Otherwise, also we'll get the software, but only 14 days trial period. That's all. 14 days. Just 14 days. So if you think within 14 days you can learn, it is fine. Otherwise, you cannot learn. I don't think within 14 days you can learn. Just try to take a student ID and then get it. Suppose I don't have anyone, I don't know anyone. What should I do? So there are two things. One is you can have a student version. Another one is the public version, the public edition. Suppose I don't have any students. Okay. Let's say I want Tableau public desktop download. Okay. Tableau public. Things have been changed here. So this is what I was telling. That is 14-day trial period. Again, it will ask all the details. You have to enter all the details. Let me just see. You can download actually. Otherwise, I'll send the direct link to you if it's not found here. Should be somewhere here. A lot of changes have been done. Where it is. Yeah, you have to sign up here. But I'll show you the screen, both the desktop version, the student version, and the again create one account. Okay, you can fill this everywhere. It asks for the details. But suppose if you think that they are actually disturbing you with all the marketing mails, don't worry. Have one fake ID, create one, and start practicing. Only for practicing. But all you think that they are disturbing because they'll collect free means right what they do. But don't worry, I don't do that, and I'm giving free course. I never do that. But again, if you go to any of these kind of companies, they'll say free. They'll give all the access, but again they start sending the marketing mails. Okay, so please be very careful. If you think that no, I don't want anything like that, just create one fake ID, get the access, practice it, and then done. Apply for job. Okay. Right, so this is about installation. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll open both the version of the student version desktop and the public version desktop, and I'll show you how they're actually different, and then you decide whether I should use public or student version. So I'll go here. I have version installed. Okay, see, this is the desktop version. Let me just click on this. When I installed previously, I don't know whether the license is still existing or not. Let me just check. So this is professional edition, which I have given the student ID, not mine. This is my nephew's actually I've given. Hmm. It's gone actually. Okay. So okay, this is my version. Okay. Then let me also open the public version. This is the public version. So we'll just keep both and then we'll see. This is the public edition. Okay. So I have opened. Right. So I've opened both the window to just explain you how these actually works. Okay. The desktop and the public editions. Now first we'll go with the public edition because suppose if I don't have the student ID card or something, I want to actually work on something free. I don't have to pay. See here, the connect what you see here and the list of data sources what you see. These are all the data sources. It is very minimal. Very minimal. That means you cannot get all the access for all the data sources. But if you go to this desktop version, that is professional edition, you can see there are so many. Apart from that, if I say more, you can go here and you can connect to any other sources as well. And here also we have the server. Click on this. There are so many servers which we can connect. This is the professional edition. As of now, I'm in a trial period, so I'll get it. Somehow I'll make it. I didn't check this. It's like more than a year, I guess. So I had the full version. So I'll see if I get some ID, then I'll put that. And this one ID, you can get, 3% can use the same the product key. Okay. So one ID, if you have for that mail ID, you'll get from 16 digit or some, I think 16 digit code you'll get. You can apply that. You can get your software. So three people can use the same ID. Okay. Right. All right. So this is about the desktop and the public edition. So let me just see. All right. I'm still in a trial period. No worries. So this is about the installation. Now, what all things you'll have to learn? That I'll make a list of it, which will help you in understanding what topics you're learning, what tasks you'll be learning, what exercise you'll be learning. And then from tomorrow, I'll tell you how to start working practical. Okay. First and foremost thing in any business intelligence tool. Soumya is saying after filling the data, getting okay. Maybe I don't know, Nidhi, if it is you're getting full version, I'm very happy. Let me see because there are a lot of changes happened when I'm not done R&D. I'm very sorry if there if it is not asking ID. I'm very happy. So you people also can install. I'll also try. Okay, because when I actually installed, it was asking for the student ID. If it is not asking, it is really good. Anyways, I have to install that software. I will try to do today. So if at all it is not asking ID, it is well and okay. You don't have to go and ask for anyone for the student ID. Let me just check that and then only I can confirm you. Okay. All right. So apart from that, let me just tell you what things you'll have to do, especially in business intelligence. Okay. So first thing is we need to get data. That is, I have an application. I need to get the data into my application. Then only I can work on the process. I can create the reports. If I don't have the data, I cannot do it. In Tableau, we call it as connect. But in Power BI, we call it as get data. Both are similar. Power BI and Tableau, both are almost similar, the way they work. The next is I need to clean the data. Suppose I want to clean the data. Say, if at all the data is cleaned, I don't have to bother. If at all the data is cleaned, I don't have to bother. Otherwise, we use the data cleaning part. Here we have prep, Tableau prep. This I told you I'll not be teaching in this course. You can learn that. It's just a 2 hours class. It's already there in my YouTube channel. You can go, you can check that. Right. After this, suppose if you think I want to connect various different tables. Okay. So we call it as data modeling. So data modeling. Why data modeling is required? When I say business intelligence, the data source is not coming from one single data source. The data can come from Excel. The data can come from some server, any other sources. So we need to connect. If I want to connect, then again the data should be proper. Let's say the ID should match. Just like that, I cannot go and keep on connecting it. Okay, so we call it as relationship here. That means we are trying to create relationship. Okay, all right. So after this, what? Say I took the data, I connected with the data, I did all the modifications, or say, I just did the data cleaning, and then I tried to connect all the tables. Next is we need to work on formulas for creating dynamic columns. If you want to do any calculations, if I have a report where I have some columns and I need to get some reports by calculated values, then I have to use the formulas. Right? Then after that, visualizations. Visualizations play a very important role because the business intelligence tools are meant for creating the reports. When I say it is meant for creating the reports, doesn't mean that we should not learn any other things. Everything is required. But the main thing is how we are actually showing the reports. That is very important. There are a lot many things to learn in this visualizations. People have seen, what they do, they'll start learning the visualization, say bar chart, pie chart, various different charts. But you should also know when I should use these charts. I'm comparing the data with some entities. Then what should I do? I have to use column chart, bar chart, pie chart. I'm trying to find the trend. Then what should I use? The line chart. So likewise, you should not just learn the visualizations just like that, say by hearting, say column chart, bar chart. There are so many various different ways. Say the column chart can be used for comparison. Then say I have the same column chart, I can create the waterfall chart. Why? Because I want to know how the profit loss is happening from one month to another month. Right? So you have to plan accordingly. Just check what data it is, what kind of reports I'm doing. Based on that only, you have to work on visualizations. That you'll be learning in visualization. Done? Okay. What after this? Say after this, you also have to know about the filters. The filters play a very important role. Why? Because I have a data of 4 regions. I want to see the reports of 4 regions. Do you think I'm going to create 4 different charts? No. You have to make sure that the one single chart, we can try to check all the 4 reports, all the 4 region reports. Then we have to use filters. Filters are very interesting in Tableau. Okay, they're very nice way of filtering the data, very interesting things. So we'll work on that. That is filters. Then after that, after filters, there are so many other things. That is, we have actions. Actions are nothing but I create one report. From one page to another page, I have to jump. Or I have one map. People, please be on mute. People, please be on mute. Okay. Say I have a map. From this map, I want to go to that particular location and get the details to the web page, right? So if you want to do that, then you have to use something called as actions. Okay, right. Next. So after actions, here in Tableau, we cannot create the dashboard directly. Like what we do in Power BI. In Power BI, what we do, we have all the reports kept and we can create the dashboard directly. But here it's not like that. All the reports, whatever is there, they are created in sheets, different sheets. Then after that only we'll be creating something called as dashboard. So go here, creating a dashboard. Okay. So dashboard is actually created, a separate dashboard will be there. All the visualizations, whatever we create, all the reports what you created, then that will be put together in something called as dashboard. Tomorrow, anyways, I'll show you the layout, complete layout for the people. Okay. After dashboard, after bringing everything, it should be designed properly. It is not that just like that I'll dump all the reports. So what I'll do, I'll learn about designing. Most of the people actually don't concentrate on designing, but for me, the dashboards are very important. Even the designs, the look and feel is also important. The aesthetics looks are also very important. So we learn about this designing as well. And people, if you want to design, you should be knowing Photoshop, Corel Draw, so many other softwares. But don't worry, I have this Canva license. If already someone has taken the license from me and it is expired, please don't worry. Just mail me. I need your mail ID. I'll give the entire pro version of Canva completely free. Okay. For that, I need your the email ID. Some of the email IDs got blocked because the policies they changed. For Canva, whoever have taken from me, the IDs have been blocked. Don't worry. Again, I send the ID. I'll give a new license for you. Canva will help us in creating various wonderful designs for the dashboards. You don't have to bother. You don't have to be a expert in Photoshop, CorelDRAW, or anything. So I will help you in getting this pro version, which will help you in designing the dashboard very nice. This Canva Pro not only give design for Tableau only, it can be used anywhere. Say you can use it for PowerPoint templates, Power BI templates, Tableau templates, or any other application also. Okay. So it's a good tool. The pro version actually costs you somewhere around 4,000 rupees, but I have some license for students. So you mail me later on to my number or however, I will surely send you the Canva Pro license. You can start using it there. Okay. All right. So after designing, then after that we have story building. What is story building? Say I have a dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but say, for example, I have the region reports. Then in another, dashboard, I have the state report. Then I have the category report. All together, I'll put that and I'll create one story. So after this, will be publishing. Okay. After this, I'll be publishing. Publishing means I'm trying to put this in a server, the entire project in a server, and that will be shared with so many other people online. They can easily learn also, they can easily work on the reports. But this part, publishing, I don't have the server, so I cannot show you the server part. But for that, I'll be using Tableau Public and I'll show you how the reports can be shared publicly. But people, the difference between the public and the version that is the secured version is public is like anyone can access your project, anyone can access your data. So please be very careful. It is completely on a public. Any confidential data, please do not use public. Any confidential data. But suppose if you're using anything, say the desktop version, the professional version, that is more secured, no one can actually directly, come and access your data or say the project unless and until you give the permission. Okay. So you can use public, but the data what you're using, do not use any of your personal data, which is more confidential. Okay, or any office data. So it is very confidential. So if you're actually using that, and if you lose the data or someone actually takes the data, you will be in problem. Okay, right, people. So these are some of the main things But otherwise, still there are so many things like I can create hierarchy, I can create folders. There are so many things actually to learn. So tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll try to first explore the layouts and we'll try to import the data and we'll get ready for creating the reports. So all the things, whatever is there practically, right from the beginning. Say, first we'll try to understand the layout. Then after that, we'll see how we can actually import the data from various different data sources. And we have to learn a lot many things that how the data is arranged, how we can read the data. Like in Power BI, the people who have already done Power BI, we import the data, we'll go to data mode, say we have the table view, we'll check all the table data. Same thing we have here also. And we have to first study the data and then we have to go for creating the report. So all this I'll be teaching you from scratch till end. Every day the classes will be recorded. And I think all of you are there in the Telegram channel, right? So in that Telegram channel, I'll be sharing all the videos. This is still there are some people joining. Okay. So here I'll be sharing all the materials. Already it's there. I think the materials are there. If it is not there, I'll share it again. And then everyday video. I'll be sharing that link. You can download that and you can use it. Okay. And if you have any questions, you can ask me end of the session. So this is 1.5 hour class. In that, I'll be taking 1 hour, 15 minutes or something. The next, say 20 to 15 minutes, we'll keep it for the question session. So the people can ask me any questions. If there are any questions missed, don't worry. You can still message me. I can take it in the class and we can have a break also in the middle. Say, for example, now we have continuous classes. One day we'll just take only for discussions. So this policy is there in ITAS. So what we can do is we can stop one day the class. We can have one day only for the discussions. We can not discuss because given the time 15 minutes, we might not answer all the questions. I cannot answer all the questions because I have to attend one more session after this, right? So I might actually stop somewhere in the middle, but that will be answered next session or we'll have only discussion session also. No problem. Okay. All right. So now I will just stop here. It's just to give an introduction about what actually we are doing and what we have to be prepared for learning. Tomorrow we'll start with the practical sessions. Okay. Whoever wants to attend, you can attend. I told you it is completely open, but certificate will be given only for those who attend all the sessions. Okay. Right. So what I'll do is I'll just go and speak to the people online and then I'll come back to you people offline. Okay. All right. So some of you have told that you got the application directly without any ID. I'm not sure because there are a lot of changes happened in the website. I'll just check that and I'll confirm. But otherwise, if you people have any questions, okay, now it's open for you people. You can unmute, ask the questions, or if you don't want to unmute, you can still message your questions. I'll try to answer your questions. Over to you people online. Sorry, yeah, online.
Sir, Tabula class for how many days it will be conducted, sir?
See, I cannot actually guarantee you, but the classes what I have planned is say some 8 to 10 classes is what I've planned, but
Okay,
I don't know. I cannot guarantee you. But yes, it is 4 weekends is what I've planned. 4 weekends.
4 weekends. Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.
4 weekends.
And timing remains same, no, sir?
Timings I will not change it because it's the only timing I have.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. The only time I have free. Anybody else?
Sir, as you said that for cleaning in Tableau, we use Tableau
Ah.
Prep.
Prep.
Okay. So is that a different application or it is the same like in the Tableau itself?
No, no,
it
it's
will
a
be
different application.
okay.
See, when you get this, you can also download the Tableau Prep. Okay, so it will be like this. Tableau Prep Builder. I think this license also is gone. Okay, so if you get that license for both, it will be same license actually. Tableau Prep Builder. It's a very simple tool actually. Very simple tool. Very simple tool. The complete video is there. That I'll share it in the group itself so that the people can use that.
Okay, sure.
Okay, we'll get this Tableau Prep Builder. It is very simple. There you can actually import the data and you can start editing it and then you can put that into Tableau desktop directly. Okay. Nidhi Sharma, I do not have proficiency with Canvas, Photoshop, etc. Do I need to learn that? Canva is very simple. People, I'll tell you, Canva is very, very simple. It's a very simple tool. You go, you open that, you can design anything. Design your personal greetings, professional posters. All the people today, digital marketing, they're using Canva. It will cost you 4,000 rupees 1 year. I'm giving it free. So what should you do for me? Just give a thanks. Enough. Okay. So Nidhi, don't worry.
Yeah, thank you,
It
sir.
is very simple tool. Okay. Sangeeta is saying, share me direct link. I'm unable to do. I'll just do the R&D because there are so many people saying that there are no IDs asking. So even I'm not sure. I'll just go and I'll check and I'll get back on this, Sangeeta. Okay, don't worry. Anybody else? Any questions? No questions? Thank you, Vasu, sir. Okay, right. Thanks, Adil. Can you show how to download tool in system? That's what even I'm not able to do that. See, I need to do R&D, Priyanka. Tomorrow I'll show you because some of them are telling that the ID is not required. I thought it will ask for the ID, but even I'm not sure. So I don't want to do R&D here sitting in this class. For sure, if it is like not asking any IDs, let me check. I'll download, then I'll try to install, and then I'll get back to you. I'll show you the installation. Don't worry. Can you share ID number? What ID number you want? Kiran Mai, what ID number you want? Tableau key, that's what people are telling that it's not required. Let me check that. Okay, tomorrow I'll confirm. Right, people, if you don't have any questions, I'll just end the session here. Tomorrow, 12:30, we'll start with our practical sessions. I want all of you to try installing if you're not installing. So let me check from my end and see what best I can do without IDs. If at all it is still asking for the IDs, then I'll tell you what you can do. Okay. Right, people. Thank you so much for attending. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time. Bye-bye. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.